The self-driving car market has really heated up in terms of competition over the last few years. Employees have stolen information from the companies they once worked for. Companies are always trying to find new ways to test their cars. Uber has gone as far as to put these cars out on the road before even giving any warning whatsoever. Also, they've injured people. These cars have been involved in accidents right from the get-go, and they even killed a woman crossing the street last year. And don't get me wrong, I really want for this to happen. I really, really want self-driving cars to become the norm. I really do, because I think we waste so much time behind the wheel. And that might be happening sooner than I thought, because a new company got approval from the state of California to actually carry passengers. And this is a complete first. The only thing is that they need to have a actual employee in the driver's seat of the car. So it's not as fun as I thought it would be. I would very much like to put my life in the hands of a prototype robot. There's actually going to be another program for which the company doesn't actually need a driver in the front seat of the car. Now, before we go there, the company that is getting this approval to take passengers with a driver there is called Zoox. I've honestly never heard of that. Now, if you have never heard of that name before, you're not alone. At the same time, I know that there's a lot of smaller startups and maybe even mid-sized companies working on either self-driving cars in general, or they're working on creating a specific problem, solving a specific problem. Like, I think that there is a whole self-driving car company related to delivering food, or delivering something specific, So there's a lot of players, and it honestly might be a winner-take-all market. It might not. Who knows? But companies are putting their best foot forward. And the next step is actually getting these vehicles on the road and actually taking people and getting feedback from passengers. Because now that the technology is developed, the next step is actually seeing how they work in the market. So that other permit that the state of California is going to give, which is going to allow us to be in a car where there's no driver except for the car itself. I'm guessing that's going to go to a place like Google or Uber, because I wouldn't be surprised if they can provide the most evidence, the most studies, the most tests to verify that their vehicles are safe. Now, I have my doubts about Uber, obviously, just because of the fact that they've shown that they could be pretty fucking dangerous to the public. But they're under new leadership these days. I'm really hopeful, because I really want self-driving cars to become a thing, because I think that driving a car is a fucking waste of time. When I first got my job in San Francisco, I was living back not in the city, and the thought of driving for 2 hours a day just to get there sounded completely stupid to me. That's 4 hours a day. That's 4 times 5. That's 20 hours a week spent doing this shit. So to me, that is dumb. I don't think that should be necessary. That is some early 1900s shit. If I could just walk into my car, tell it where to go, and read something cool or play a video game, like, I would rather play a video game than drive. I mean, but there are cons, I know that, some people are saying, oh, there's going to be deaths with self-driving cars, and we just need to accept it. I think that's kind of stupid. These days, we have the technology and the ability to create massive amounts of training data for machine learning and AI without needing to sacrifice people's lives and using people's lives as the actual training data. So I think we could definitely do better. I don't think companies should be getting very lazy about dealing with people's safety. So long as that's being taken care of, I really want this to be happening as soon as possible. All right. Now, subscribe if you want to hear more updates with regards to what's going on in the tech startup space, what new technologies are being developed, how fucking cool they are, who the fuck is actually going ahead and building them, and what you can do to be involved in any way, shape, or form, even if that involves, you starting a company yourself, you learning about it, or just keeping up to date. All right, subscribe. I'll see you next time.